The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go!
Staying with Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Set! Buffalo 18!
Penix here from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Ball taken in at the 36. And it gets them something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. It's a 2-score game. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Goal to go, it's a pass play. Setting up the running back screen. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Falcons, nothing.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. McAllister now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set. Hook.
Now quick to the left. It's caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Penix on 1st down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for this. Game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Launches one deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets them up with a 3rd down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play action. Here's Penix. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go.
Penix working from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Lions have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Finds him on the crossing route. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions parlay the interception into points. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. McAllister now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the jump.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He gets a lot behind. That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Right, ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Lone back gets the handoff. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
And the Lions first down.
Another carry for him. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They send the tight end in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's complete right side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 41. Penix now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Go.
Penix now on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Let's go. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check out.
And again, it's Penix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Seven Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the red zone now. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the set.
One last play before the break.
Stephanie. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Throwing it just before halftime. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going down. They said no to that shorter field goal, partner. Roll the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. McAllister now to return. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 14. He's on the move. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Room to the right. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Detroit. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead.
Falcons 7.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. McAllister now to return. This return makes it up to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Lions get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Give now to the running back.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go!
Throwing off the play fake here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Look into the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
To the air with Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Jukes out a one-stop. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Ready up!
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready!
Play action on 1st down. Hits his running back. Who gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready!
2nd and 6 coming up here.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready!
From the 37. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Let's go.
The give here on second. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On the jump.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We've reached the end of the
Okay, ready.
less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Set. Ready.
They'll run for this. And they bring him down around the 34. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Running this one left. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions running them out of the building. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Penix working from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Penix on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Let's go now. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Penix looking to pass. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Into the hands of Pitts. And they take him down right along the 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Penix on 1st down. And they pick him off again. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Back to throw now. It is caught left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They've got to keep moving quick here. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 17-yard line.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions as we say goodbye from Atlanta.